thanks for your patience. We have put together a fair proposal. As you well know, the Tahoe is one of the hottest vehicles out there right now. But before we get into the important part, which is the numbers, and we understand that you're the judge and jury when it comes to judging our numbers, job one, is the Tahoe the right vehicle? First choice of color?
Absolutely.
He had all the equipment you said it had to have?
Yes.
Okay, good. Look, if this doesn't work for you, and there may be some small disagreements, there's nothing we can't figure out between you and I promise. But if it turns out it doesn't work at all, we know what happens. We lose you. I mean, you get back up, you leave, you jump back in that vehicle you would hope to sell us today. If you're a highly motivated guy, you'll go to another dealership 3.5, 4 hours from now, you'll be in the same position we are, or maybe you wait till tomorrow. But either way, both of us lose. So we understand that. Here's your opportunity. You own your vehicle for $65,080. Your vehicle, we love it. We're going to buy it for $15,800. And you see this a little 1106 down here? Mm-hmm. That's the bonus you get for trading it into us. It comes in the form of a tax credit, which is real live money that you're not paying. To make it even simpler, if you took this out, this price down here would go up by $1,106. Okay? You've got your taxes and fees here, and we've done what our customers have asked us to do. We've given you choices. Running down the side here, I've got different cash downs. And by the way, if you don't like any payment on here that you see, just put down more cash. You can, you don't have to stop at 3. You could go to 4, 5, 6, 7. Every time you add cash, the payment goes down. Okay. Out here is your money-saving opportunity. Now, you look at this 36-month with $1,000 down, and you're looking at a payment of, what's that say, $1,557 to $1,667?
Wow.
Okay, now, yeah, wow, I was right. However, here's what's in it for you. This is a very short-term payment. You get the title to this vehicle in your hands quicker. You accelerate the equity build, which gives you the opportunity to trade or sell it sooner if you so desire. And most importantly, you save yourself a pile of money, and I'll tell you exactly how much in a minute. However, we understand that, look, people need choices. That's why at 60 months, your payment goes all the way down to $966 to $996. Okay. This is a much more comfortable payment, obviously. It's also more flexible. You could always pay it off early, enjoy all the benefits I just mentioned up here. You just do it in your own time frame. Get a raise, get a bonus, inherit some money, win a little money on the golf course, in a poker game, a lottery, doesn't matter. You can pay it off, no pre-penalty. Right here is what our customers have nicknamed the best of both worlds. At $1,185 to $1,195, this is obviously a much lower payment than it would be at 36. You pay it off sooner and get the title quicker over here. And when it comes to money-saving opportunities, here's how it works. At 36 months versus 60, you save $3,095 in finance charges. At 48 versus 60, you save $2,400 in finance charges. So, Brian, my question for you is, do you want to save $3,000? Do you want to save $2,400? Or do you want the most flexible of the payments, and you decide how much you save based on when you pay it off? Choose your savings plan right there.
Yeah, Steve, I do want to save the money, but that's a house payment. That payment's too high. I can't pay that.
Okay. I'm going to guess we're talking about this payment right here then.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, look, Brian, the fact that you say that makes you a perfectly normal human being. You want as low a payment as you can get. I understand that. Quite frankly, so do I. Other than the payment, though, nothing else would stop you from taking the new Tahoe home today, correct?
No, that's the one I want.
Okay. Brian, look, everybody knows that vehicles are depreciating assets. You happen to be purchasing one that depreciates at a much, much slower rate than most of the vehicles on the road. Now, that's brilliant on your part, but it's also going to reward you in the form of a savings plan that's contained within your car payment. Now, has anybody ever told you there was a savings plan contained within your car payment?
No.
Most people don't know it. Let's take the high end here. Let's take $998 at 60 months. Now, What I'm going to do is show you what your real net payment is after it's all said and done. We're sort of going to look at the big picture, because if you make a $998 a month payment every single month, 5 years from now you're going to send that last payment in and someone's going to send you back a title to your car. It's not going to have any lender's name on it. It's only going to have your name on it. It's called a free and clear title. Let me tell you how much that's going to be worth based on some opinions of third parties. Very consumer-oriented websites. The American Leasing Guide, KBB, Edmunds. I'm going to use $65,030. All right? Now, according to the experts, 5 years from now, this vehicle should be worth about 50% of what you paid for it. Okay. Now, could it be worth a little bit more? Absolutely. If you keep the miles down, if you take good care of it, have it serviced in our service department like you're supposed to, on time, every time, don't run into anybody, it could be worth 54, 55%. On the other hand, if you crash it and trash it, it could be worth 42, 43, 44, somewhere down in there. We'll just use the average. Now, if we take 65,030, do you have a calculator handy, by the way? Multiply 65,030 times 50%.
$32,515.
That's what your title is going to be worth when they send it back to you. You know, or thereabouts. A little bit more if you took good care of it, a little bit less if you had some accidents. Okay. $32,515. So, every time you write a $998 check, you're going to make it out to the lender. Make no mistake about that. Whether it's a bank or Ally Financing, someone's going to take that money. However, they don't keep it all. As a matter of fact, in your particular case, a large part of it leaves the bank and heads towards your title. Do me a favor, divide 32,515 by 60.
That's 541.
So, $998 check goes to the bank. $541 of it heads over towards your title, which would give you a net payment of $998 minus $541 is
$457.
When it's all said and done, Brian, you drive that great big beautiful looking Tahoe equipped just the way you said it needed to be equipped for $457 a month. However, in order for me to get it ready, I need your okay right there.
Steve, that makes sense, but when you did this, you used MSRP.
Correct.
I mean, I'm not paying MSRP for it. I want a better deal than that.
You want a better price?
Yeah.
Further evidence, Brian, that you're a normal human being. Not a problem. You know, the price is based on the market. Do we discount Chevrolets? You bet we discount Chevrolets. You want to cruise? Okay. No, I didn't think so. Not as many people want cruises as want Tahoes. Plus, they make more cruises than they make Tahoes. It's basically the law of supply and demand. But I understand what you're asking. That's why we do a couple things for you that, quite frankly, other people won't. Now, we're asking you to pay MSRP. And I'm not going to sit here and say that every single Chevrolet store in the state of Ohio would ask you to pay MSRP. There may be somebody out there giving a $2 or $3 or maybe even a $500 discount. So I'm going to say that if you spent enough time, maybe it's 1, maybe it's 2, maybe it's 3, maybe it's 4 more Chevrolet stores that you've got to visit, you could probably find a similar, if not exactly the same vehicle, and you could probably find someone who would sell it to you for slightly less. However, what you don't get is not going to make up for any discount they could give you, because you're going to leave that place with no advantage. What do I mean? First of all, when we first met a couple hours ago, I told you that you couldn't pay too much here. Remember that? Mm-hmm. And you said, that's a bunch of bullshit. And I said, well, I completely understand your reaction. And then I explained how it worked. Look, if you should take advantage of this opportunity today and drive off in the Tahoe, I got a feeling you're the type of guy that may just be thinking in the back of their mind that, you know what, I wonder if I could have gotten a better deal somewhere. And quite frankly, I wouldn't blame you. And I would encourage you to check out websites. Go to 10, 15, go to any Chevrolet website in the United States. If you can find this same Tahoe for less money, and that Tahoe is just like this one, and it has the same set of benefits that we're providing, you just bring it to me, you show it to me, and within 15 minutes I'll have someone cut you a check for the difference. Okay? Now, if you find it for a little bit less money, I bet you $1 to a dime, they're not going to say to you, hey, if it turns out it doesn't work for you, doesn't work for your wife, your girlfriend, doesn't work for whatever reason, they're not going to say bring it on back. I promise you. But that's what you've got the right to do here. And we're also going to do something that, quite frankly, is going to reduce your overall investment. Look, the pricing equation works like this. First of all, it's a function of what you pay today. And right now, you're wondering if you're paying the right price, and I don't blame you a bit. However, let's say, for sake of example, we're just a little bit higher than you could find it out there somewhere else. And that's a possibility. The pricing equation doesn't end there. You have to add to it your cost to own. Now, what are we going to do to drive it down? We're going to do a couple things. First of all, oil changes and tire rotations on that vehicle are somewhere between $60 and $70. Well, they're not going to be that for you for the first two. We're going to go ahead and pay for them for you. So let's split the difference and say that's $130 that we're going to remove from your cost to own. Is there anything else on here that might reduce? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Look, when you have your vehicle serviced, do you like hanging around at the dealership's customer lounge?
No, I'm busy.
You don't like Judge Judy? You don't like screaming kids?
No.
How about barking dogs?
Hate them.
Okay, you don't have to worry about that. Make an appointment with us, and if that vehicle's going to have to, if we're going to have to keep it more than 2 hours, we're going to push you in a loaner car. You know, that's $35 a time, times 3 times a year, times 5 years. We're looking at close to $500 in rental car reimbursement we're going to provide you. Our elite delivery. Here's what it means. It means you're going to get your money's worth out of this vehicle because you're going to know how to work everything. And believe me, there's a lot to work. What I showed you on the demonstration ride and the walk around is a fraction of what that vehicle can do for you. You're going to get that at our delivery, plus you're going to get about $100. Well, it's about $75 worth of gas right now. So we're going to reduce your cost to own 3 ways. And we're also going to increase the next part of the equation because you add price to cost to own, then you subtract resale value. Brian, you have your vehicle serviced here. Again, we're going to pay for your first 2 services, and we got a feeling you're going to keep on coming back. Here's what it does for you. It makes it a story car for us. You bring it back to us 5 years from now, 4 years from now, 3 years from now. You trade it into us because we know the vehicle, because we know the history. There is no mystery. And because there's no mystery, we can get more money for it when we resell it. And you know what? We're willing to share our profits with you by making sure you get top dollar. So, Brian, you've got a payment that nets out at $447. You got a vehicle that now you understand the big picture. The only thing I need to do is send it to our cleanup department so they can rebuff, repolish, reshine, and get it ready to rock and roll for you. I just need you to okay that right there.
Okay.